Welcome in here to downtown St. Joseph, Missouri, here at the Civic Arena, here for your third annual Holiday Hoops High School Classic. Here's presented by the St. Joseph Sports Commission here in game one of the day. This is now game 9 on the game 10 on the weekend. You had 5 yesterday. You had four on Thursday. There's 8 today. And that'll wrap up 17 games in 3 days here on the High School Holiday Hoops Classic. I have for you Rockport girls. They're a 5-1 squad in Class 1, District 16. They're coming off a win last night against Osborne or Stewartsville, the co-op school. They won 69-14. They're 5-1 this season. They got second place in the Mount City Invitational. Their one loss comes to Midbuck, the 7-2 Class 3 school. So one of the best teams they may play all year on this schedule is who they've lost to so far this season. Now for St. Joe Christian, you flip it over. This is a 5-3 squad. They went 5-19. They went 5-23 last year, so they've matched their win total here this season. They're back. They beat DeKalb early to start off this season. They've taken down North Harrison. They've taken down Tri-County. So there's above 500 teams that they've beat. They've lost to West Nottoway. They've lost to Bishop of Lawn in a blowout about a week ago, a little over a week ago, and then they lost in overtime last night to King City, 38-34. So this is a very young, not I want to say young, but there's only 3 seniors on this team for St. Joe Christian. There is only one, or there's 2 for Rockport girls. Rockport girls, though, they're led by their sophomore Audrey Meyer. Of course, she's leading their team with 15.4 points per game, 4 rebounds per game, 2.6 assists per game. So she's going to lead the way for this Rockport squad. We got a minute left here till tip-off. Starting lineups. They're also led by her sister, Ella Meyer-Court, 13.6 points per game, 2.6 rebounds per game, and just under an assist per game. The freshman Audrey, she led them last year, but they had a senior that stepped in, and then Ella, of course, she was up there too. The freshman Stevie Gaines, she'll help out on this Rockport squad. Number 13, just a little over 7.5 points per game, 7.4 rebounds per game, and a little over an assist and a half a game. So she's going to help a lot out for this Rockport squad. For St. Joe Christian, they're led by a couple key players. Number 3, Maddie Gleiss, the junior. Number 1, Chloe Howlers, the senior. And then number 15, the senior, Mallory Wilcox. Their head coach is Kirsten Banks. Rockport's head coach is Austin Allitz. Assistant coaches Gary Davis and Kelsey Gaines. So they look for this to be a fun one. 5-3 St. Joe Christian girls versus 5-1 Rockport girls.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and rockets glare, bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet hail o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave.
Give it up for Mr. Brett Easley. Great voice. He's the one that puts all this on here for the Holiday Hoops in downtown St. Joseph, Missouri. Thank you guys for joining us. If you're just tuning in, we got a fun one here between St. Joe Christian team that's very confident right now. They won 5 total games last year. They've won 5 games already this year. In my scouting report about St. Joe Christian, they're led by an athletic junior point guard, Maddie Gleiss. She gets after on both ends of the corner, Youngtown around her. They're going to play man. I mean, I've seen them zone up a little bit in a little bit of a 2-3 zone. They're a solid team. The freshman, Addie Dawson, and number 10 Brooklyn Hill. They have a lot of potential. So here's your starting lineups for Rockport girls. Number 5 Tatum Volger, the 5'6" junior. The 5'8" senior, number 12 Ellen Meyerkorf. The 5'10" freshman, number 13 Stevie Gaines. The 5'9" sophomore, number 10 Audrey Meyerkorf. And then the 5'11" sophomore, number 23 Braylon Wood. For St. Joe Christian girls, they got a senior guard, number 1 Chloe Hollers. They got the junior guard, number 3 Maddie Gleiss. They got a freshman, number 11 Addie Dawson. They got freshman number 10 Brooklyn Hill, and then once again the senior Mallory Wilcox here. So a young, talented team. They're young, they're solid on both ends. They got some high hopes. They've matched their win total already this season. For Rockport girls, they're looking to respond. They got 4th place in Class 1 last year. Lost in a 10-point game in the semis to Northeast Cario, and then lost in the 3rd place game to Walnut Grove, 58-45. They returned 2 of their 3 key players. This season, they're averaging 54.4. They're averaging 57.3 points per game. Meyerkorf wins a tip here for Rockport. So they're, once again, as I said, they will sit in a 2-3 zone, and here it is. Good cut there. Good defense, though, by the freshman Addie Dawson. Pushing the Forest Gleiss. Just as I talked about, she will do everything, and there's Meyerkorf coming all the way down. She's definitely the key player to watch in this game, probably the best player on the court. She's got an offer from Northwest, a highly recruited sophomore in the state of Missouri. 3-2 zone. They're going to sit in it. I talked about it earlier. There's the sophomore Wood. That one was way long. You got to be able to box out. There's Meyerkorf. The fadeaway. That one's no good. Rebounded by Mallory Wilcox. So the fadeaway wasn't maybe the best option there. And a slow start here for both offenses. Rockport manning him up. There's a 3, right wing. That one's off the mark. Rebounded by number 23 for Rockport, Braylon Wood. Good hustle there from Gleiss. Still in this 3-2 zone. It's an extended 3-2 zone. There are 3 top girls. They're up a little bit. There's Meyerkorf from 3. That one's short. Left short, rebounded by Dawson. Rockport's going to man you up almost all game. They got the athletes to do it. This is a very deep Rockport team. For St. Joe Christian, I haven't figured out really how deep this team is. I think they can go a little bit into their bench, but they think their starting 5 is dang good. That's going to be a jump ball. A good job there by the freshman for Rockport, Stevie Gaines. Coming into the game for St. Joe Christian's number 4, Reagan Malden. She's going to come in the game for Mallory Wilcox. Top of the key 3. That one's off the mark. St. Joe Christian inbounds. Top of the key, Gleiss has it. That's a top of the key 3. That one's off the mark. That one's left long. Rebounded by number 5, Carly Gebritz. Tatum Volger is number 5. Into the game is number 10, Carly Gebritz, and number 15, Leah Meyerkorf. So there's the other Meyerkorf cousin. They just keep coming in waves, I promise you. You'll see one in the boys' game, too. Gleiss has it. We're still 0-0 here. Just a little over 2.5 minutes in the game. Good cut there, found. That one's blocked, though, off the side, rebounded by the senior Ella Meyerkorf. Pushing the floor. Ella has it. Ella attacks baseline, back to the middle, throws one up, hits over the top of the backboard. That's going to be no good. It's back to St. Joe Christian, and a slow start here for Rockport girls. This is a team that averages 57.3 points per game. 2 minutes and 40 seconds into this first quarter, and there's no points on the board yet. So a slow start for both offenses. They play pretty good defense too. 29.3 is their average this season, while St. Joe Christian, they're averaging 38.5, 38.9. So this may be one of those barn-burning defensive battles here. But look for Rockport girls to push the pace. Pushing the pace is Meyerkorth. Meyerkorth to Meyerkorth, attacking downhill. Good kick out there. Top right wing three for Ella Meyerkorth. That one's no good. Rebounded. Right wing three for the other Meyerkorth. That one's good. Her first three of the game. The first points of the game here for Rockport. And that puts them up 3-0 here. Slow start, but if this team gets shots up, that's going to be the end of the day. There's going to be an offensive foul. That one's going to go on St. Joe Christian's number 4. Reagan Malden, that's her first. Coming back into the game is number 15, Mallory Wilcox. Assistant coaches for the St. Joe Christian Lady Lions, Aaron Lotzpeach, we'll go with that, and Scotty Burnham. Has the top of the key, kicks out, back, right wing three for Ella. That one's off the mark, rebounded by Gleiss. Good rebound there. She turns it over, though, right back to Rockport. Attacking downhill's Audrey. She gets to her right hand floater. That's no good. Rebounded again by Rockport, so offensive rebound after offensive rebound, and then we're going to have a tie-up. It's going to be Rockport basketball on the baseline. Back into the game for Rockport is number 13, Stevie Gaines, and number 5, Tatum Volger. Out of the game is number 14, Audrey Meyerkorth, and number 10, Leah Meyerkorth. Sorry, number 10, Carly Gabbritz. Good save there. Right corner, they have it. Back to the left wing. Good take there from Ella. Ella gets it to go. That was way too easy. Downhill she goes. We got a 5-0 start for Rockport. Attacking downhill, kicks it. Right wing thinks about it. That's going to be another turnover. So Lions cannot get anything going. We're just over 4.5 minutes into this first quarter, and there's still nothing on the scoreboard. This is the last thing you want if you're a St. Joe Christian. This is going to be a tough team to come back on. They defend really well, so you getting yourself in a hole early is not going to be what you want to do if you're St. Joe Christian. Right corner has it, top of the key. Good find down to the bottom. That's number 23. That's the sophomore forward, Braylon Wood, off the mark. So we're 5 minutes into this first quarter, and there's been 5 total points. It's all on Rockport's side. Good reaction there. Left wing, she has it. Screen set by Gleiss. Had the roll. Didn't get it there, though. That one's going to be stolen. Ella Meyerkorth off to the races. All alone. She finishes. No, she misses off. Rebounded by Rockport. There's going to be a foul on the baseline. That one's going to go on. That one's also going to go on number 4, Reagan Malden. That's her second in the game. So 2 already for the senior forward, Reagan Malden. Good seal there from Wood. Wood, that's good off the glass. And it's a 7-0 run to start off this game for Rockport. Gleiss has it. Gleiss finds Haulers on the right wing. That's going to be an illegal screen. That one's on number 15, Mallory Wilcox. So that's her first. So both bigs so far for St. Joe Christian both have fouls.
Lions foul number 15, Mallory Wilcox served hers. Team foul number 3.
Sorry, back into the game for St. Joe Christian's number 12, the sophomore Tori Brazil. Right corner off the side of the backboard. That one's going to be rebounded. No, we're going to have a tie-up. That one's going to go to St. Joe Christian. Into the game for Rockport, number 2, Landry Kelly. Number 10, Carly Gebhards, and number 14, Audrey Meyerkorth. Out of the game for Rockport's number 23, Braylon Wood, number 15, Leah Meyerkorth, and then number 12, Ella Meyerkorth. Good hustle there from Audrey. She almost had it. Top of the key, looking to get something going here. We're just under 2 minutes left in this first quarter. Right wing thought about the three, decides to attack. She loses it. That's a turnover for St. Joe Christian. St. Joe Christian can't get anything going on the offensive end. Right wing drive, baseline attack from number 13, Stevie Gaines. That one's off the mark. So struggling here is Rockport, and a team that scores a lot at 57.3 points per game, 54.4 a year ago. They can't get anything going either. Good job by Gleiss at the top of the key. Timeout, St. Joe Christian. So with 1:16 left here in the first quarter, it's a 7-0 run for Rockport here. There is nothing going on the offensive there's nothing going on the offensive end really for either team. It just helped that Rockport here hasn't given up a point yet. I mean, usually if they wouldn't play defense, it'd probably be a 10-7 game. They'd be trailing. They can't get anything going on the offensive side, but it's been a good job defensively. They're keeping everything in front of them. They've forced turnover here for St. Joe Christian. So St. Joe Christian has to call a timeout. Head coach Kirsten Banks wants to get things under control. We got 1:16 left here in the first quarter. It's a 7-0 lead for Rockport. Just as I talked about, this could be one of those just defensive games where you may have to win this game in the 30s. Now, when I get to the next game, that's a game that's going to really rely on defense if you're St. Joe Christian for sure. But this one, I would have liked to seen St. Joe Christian just get a little bit more set action going here. They need a little bit of something to get their offense going. Right wing has it. Ram cuts it. Can't find anything in the post. Tried to get it to the low post. Good ball moving here. Finds it back to Gleiss at the top of the key. Top of the three key by Gleiss. That's off the mark. Rebounded by by Rockport's number 10, Carly Gebhards. Right wing, Landry Kelly has it. Finds Meyerkorth in the middle. Fadeaway jumper. That is way off the mark. Left wing, Haulers has it. Good defense here from Rockport. There's another turnover on St. Joe Christian. That's the fourth of the game already here in the first quarter. We got 30 seconds left. Meyerkorth gets it to go. A 9-0 run here for Rockport. And it's 9-0. 20 seconds left here in the first quarter. We got 10. 8 and counting. Good take there. That one's off the front of the rim. We got 4, 3, 2, 1. Meyerkorth, can't you get a shot up? She does. It is way off the mark. Not even close. At the end of the first quarter, Rockport holds St. Joe Christian scoreless. We got a 9-0 game here at the end of one. It hasn't been bad defense from St. Joe Christian, minus a couple fast breaks. The 1-3 from Meyerkorth, they've sat down and played pretty good defense, kept everything in front of them. On the other side of things, they cannot score to save their life right now. I would like to see maybe a little bit more set action to get this offense going for St. Joe Christian. On the Rockport side, you forced turnovers. You've gotten in transition a little bit. Your offense still hasn't been great. You only put up 9 in the first quarter. I'm going to tell you what, if you're playing like they played last year in Northeast, that's not going to cut it. I know we're early in the season here, but this is a team that likes to get after it early. But for St. Joe Christian, it's going to be about putting up points here in the second quarter. You can't let this 9-0 run score, or you can't let Screen there from screen there from Wilcox. Gleiss gets fouled. That one's on Meyerkorth. Meyerkorth, that's her second. Oh, I'm sorry. That's her second.
Ella Meyerkorth, her second. Team foul number 3.
Keep pointing, Maddie. That orange thing. Okay.
Gleiss has it top of the key, guarded by Meyerkorth. Just lockdown defense from Rockport again. There, throws it up. That one finds its way to Brooklyn Hill. Hill looks to attack. There is just nothing going. That's going to be a foul on Rockport's number 5, Tatum Volger. So a couple fouls here for Rockport. That's going to be their third in the second quarter. So, team foul number 4. So we're one away from the bonus. Travel there on Hill. Another turnover. St. Joe Christian. Rockport basketball. 23-3 here. 2:48 to go in the second quarter. Rockport has it left wing. Good cut there from Meyer. Ella Meyerkorth gets that one to go. That's her 6 points of the game. It's 25-3 with 2:23 to go. And timeout, St. Joe Christian. 2:18 left here in the second quarter. We'll be back after this timeout. Back from timeout, St. Joe Christian basketball. Both teams returning the same 5 they had out there before the timeout. Good pass there. But a turnover there by Mallory Wilcox. Good curl there. Good pass. Good find. Gets it out to the corner. Good save there. Good take there. That one's off the mark. Rebounded by Rockport's Landry Kelly. Meyerkorth takes it. Left hand. That one's no good. Defense there by Kelly. Kick out. Good find there. Oh, good defense, though, by Stevie Gaines underneath. That's another steal. She averages just a little over a steal a game. And as a forward, that is exactly what you want. Meyerkorth misses off the mark. Hill looks inside. There's nothing there, though. Good defense there from Rockport's Tatum Volger. Volger blocked. Meyerkorth has it, looking to push the pace. Running was Kelly, but Kelly didn't find it till now. Left wing three. Meyerkorth from three. That one's good. She's got 17. And there's 20 seconds left here in the first half. 28-3, Rockport leads. Right wing, good take there. That one's going to go be a foul. Going to the lines, Chloe Hollers. The senior guard is going to go to the line to shoot two here with 7 seconds left here in the second quarter.
Foul number 2, Landry Kelly, her first. Team foul number 5. At the line number 1.
Team foul number 5. Hollers. That one's off the mark, no good.
The Blue Jays, number 12, Ella Meyerkorth, and number 15, Leah Meyerkorth. The Lions, number 4, Brigham Mama.
That one's good. So with 7 seconds left here. Meyerkorth has it, pushing the pace. We got 5, 4. Meyerkorth stops. 3, pull up, no good. That's going to end the first half. It is 28. Rockport 28, St. Joe Christian 4, and the story of the first half was Rockport's defense for sure. They didn't score the ball real efficiently, but they did enough on the defensive end, or it didn't really matter. They lead 28-4. As you can see, they started off the game on a 16-0 run. They then, at that point, went on a 12-0 run until that was ended there at the 28-4 total run as they lead 28-4 in the first half. It wasn't the greatest half from St. Joe Christian. This 5-3 squad they just got to find a way to score a little bit more efficiently. I don't know if that's to get into more sets. I don't know if that's to maybe push This is when if you're head coach, Kirsten Banks, you want to get things going. You want to see maybe what you can put up here in the second half. You got to be able to score a little bit more efficiently than you did in the first half for sure. Fix some things. It's going to be St. Joe Christian basketball coming out here in this second half. St. Rockport's going to stay man. I looked for them maybe to switch up a couple things. They haven't yet. There's going to be a foul, and that means number 10, Brooklyn Hill, is going to go to the line to shoot two.
Blue Jay foul, 5, Tatum Ball Rivers, second team foul, number 1.
Hill gets the first one. Hill gets the second one, so it's 28-6 here. 7:49 left here. Wide open, Meyer Court. That one's off the mark, misses long. Rebounded by Hill. Pushing Gleiss. We got a 22-point game here with 7:38 in the third quarter, just starting off this second half. Hill attacks again. That one's let miss long. Meyer Court pushes the pace, pushes it to the other Meyer Court, her twin or sister. Free throw line. That one and rims out. I went to look down on my paper to write it down, and I looked back up, and it was a jump ball. Rockport's going to retain possession. Good defense there by Mallory Wilcox. For three, that one's off the mark for Meyer. Of course, she's been cold again. She's got 14 here, and she's got 17 here in this game. Left wing, back to the top of the key. Gleiss has the top of the key. Gleiss, right corner, thought about the three, decided to stop, hits a jump stop, back out to Dawson. Slowing it down, St. Joe Christian. Maybe this is what they should have done early in the second half. Shot clock violation on St. Joe Christian. I forget there's a shot clock in this. There's never really a high school unless there's tournaments and you agree on it, or there's going to be a foul. That one's going to be on Gleiss. It is going to be Raylan Wood going to the line to shoot two for Rockport. That one misses off the mark. That one is good. 29-6. Rockport leads this one. Hill has it right wing. Looks like they're into a matchup zone is what it's. Oh, almost finds the pass there. Hill has it though. Hill, jumper, mid-range, good, got it. They've matched their first half points total with 4 in the second half. Good defense here. Right, left wing has it. Stops. Mid-range. Pull up. Jumper. Rims out. Rebounded by Chloe Hollers. Hollers turns it over back into Wood's hands. Good finish there by Stevie Gaines. And it's now a 31-8 lead for Rockport. Hill, mid-range, off the mark. Rebounded, Gaines. There's going to be a foul.
Good job, Mal. Keep fighting.
Fouls on 15, Mallory Wilcox. That's her second in this one. Into the game for St. Joe Christian's number 4, Reagan Malden. She picked up 2 fouls earlier. This is the first we've seen of her since then. Good defense there. Good help over there by Wilcox. Almost a turnover. It is a turnover. Stolen by Brooklyn Hill. She pulls it out. Gets stopped by Wood.
Blue Jay foul number 23, Braylon Wood, her second, team foul number 2.
Good find there. Wilcox has it. Middle of the paint. Kicks out. There's a 2 there off the mark. Really long 2. Timeout, Rockport. They get it off. You stuck. Timeout, Blue Jays with 4:26 left here in the third quarter. It's a 30-second timeout by Coach Austin Allitz.
St. Joseph Sports Commission also thanks American Family Insurance agent Don Tolley of Tolley and Associates for their support of the 2025 Holiday Hoops Classic. Tolley and Associates has protected dreams since 1989. Give them a call for your auto, home, life, business, farm, and ranch. 816-232-8400.
So St. Joe Christians matched their points total here in the third quarter that they've had in the whole first half. Brooklyn Hill's played better in the second half. She stepped up big time. She's gotten a couple steals. She's went and shot the ball more. What I like is they've slowed things way down from the first half, and it's worked. If they would have played the first half like that, they'd probably be in a way better game. But they tried to speed things up a little bit. Just too many forced turnovers. But good pass there from Ella Meyercourt to Audrey Meyercourt. Oh boy, that ain't good.
The Blue Jays, number 5, Tatum Bolger. Number 13, Stevie Games.
Back into man's Rockport. Almost found her though. Wood stolen. Up to Meyercourt. Meyercourt on the left side. Pushing pace. Stops. Finds Volger. Gains. Takes. Misses. Way short. Rebounded Hill. Good take there. Baseline by the freshman, Addie Dawson. That one's off the mark though. Top of the key, left wing. Good ball movement here from Rockport, trying to enter in action. Slowing things down. 3 minutes left here in the third quarter. Stolen by Gleiss. Gleiss slows it down. Good take there by Dawson. Dawson doesn't get the foul call. Good find to Meyercourt. Meyercourt misses short though. We're on a big scoring drought for both teams here. Rockport hasn't scored since the 5:20 mark. St. Joe Christian hasn't scored since the 5:43 mark. We got 2:20 left here in the third quarter. Right wing Hill finds. Back out to Hill. Oh.
Blue Jay foul number 12, Ella
That one's on Ella Meyer court. That's her third foul.
2, Landry Kelly.
Into the Blue Jays is number 2, Landry Kelly. Meyercorth picks up her third. Goes to the bench. Hill has it. Top of the key. 3 for Glies. Glies. That one's misses short. Good rebound there by number 4, Reagan Malden. Finds Malden on the bottom. Malden misses. Malden finds it again. St. Joe Christian called a timeout, a 30-second timeout. Hill's 3 went in, but coach called a timeout. So when you make your first 3 of the game, but you call a timeout at the 2-minute mark, that is just not what you want. Exactly 2 minutes left here in the third quarter. 30-second timeout by St. Joe Christian there. Just as you knock down your first 3 of the game and you call a timeout, that's just about the luck they're feeling today here on an early Saturday morning. Right wing Hill has it back to Glies. Dawson finds the roll, just couldn't get the pass there. Dawson, left wing 3. That one misses short. Rebounded by Kelly. Pull a carry here on Leah Meyercorth, the cousin. Looking to get her right back, couldn't do it. Glies finds Wilcox on the roll. Wilcox, that misses high. Good day, rebound by Dawson. Dawson gets the N1 to go with 1:18 to go in the third quarter.
We do number 10, Carly Gephardt on serve first. Team number 4. Dawson at the line.
Foul.
So she couldn't get the bonus to go down. Rockport has it. They lead by 23. Nearly stolen. Left wing 3. That one's off the mark for Rockport. Rebounded by Glies. .50 left here in the third quarter. Glies pulls, steps into the 3. That one misses long. Rebounded Kelly. Just can't get anything to go from Addie. Almost stolen there from Dawson. Couldn't get it though. And then he calls a hand check. So a hand check on Dawson. 35 seconds left here in the third. That's going to put St. Joe Christian in the bonus.
For the Lions, number 1, Chloe Hollers.
That should be the bonus. Rockport should be shooting 2 free throws right now at the moment. It's okay. Now they're going to go shoot 2 free throws either way.
That's all ball. Nice block.
Lions got him at 15. Mallory Wilcox, her third. Team foul number 4.
So with 22 seconds left here in the third quarter, Gaines goes to the line to shoot 2, gets the first one to go.
Watch out.
That one misses off the mark, rebounded by Wilcox. We got 14 and counting here left in the third quarter. Good defense there from Rockport, but it's going to go off Rockport. It's going to be St. Joe Christian ball.
5 seconds.
5.8 left here in the third quarter. Gleiss has it top of the key. Gleiss is going to have to shoot it. Did she get it off in time? No, she did not. Bucket didn't go in anyway. Rockport at the end of 3. Rockport 34. St. Joe Christian 10. We'll be back here for the fourth quarter.
Games Thursday night. Last night was the best game. Yeah. Hey, Coach Shepard to come do any interviews and stuff. That's an awful idea. You will go up and have random conversation. I was going to be on about that. No. Take that thing off the halftime and make sure it doesn't ever get to Bishop. He can't be fired.
Back here in the fourth quarter, we got a 34-10 lead. Rockport leads this one. Good trapping action here from Rockport. That's going to be out of bounds off of it. Gleiss has it top of the key, guarded by Meyercourt. Good defense there to cut her off. Nothing going there. Take. Good take by Dawson. Dawson can't get it to go, though. Misses long. Good hustle there from Wilcox. Left wing 3. Off the mark for Gleiss. She cannot get anything to go. Foul on the floor, Wilcox.
Line time of 15, Mallory. Wilcox, her fourth. Team foul number 1.
7 minutes left here in the fourth period. Game 1 of the day. Good take there, and 1. Get it to go, Stevie Gaines. 7:11 left here in the fourth quarter. Lions fouls on Reagan Mond. Her third. That one's good. 37-10. Rockport leads. They're on a little 4-0 run here over the last minute and counting.
Yeah, 13, absolutely. All game. Good job, Mal.
That one's going to be on Rockport's number 13, Stevie Gaines. That's going to be her first. Team foul number 1. Into the Lions, number 10, Brooklyn Hills. She's going to come in the game for Chloe Hollers. 6:55 to go in the fourth. Gleiss back to Dawson. Dawson left corner. No good. Way off the mark. Malden on the floor. She gets fouled. Into the game for the Lions, number 1, Chloe Hollers. Out of the game is Rhea Malden. Inbounding St. Joe Christian. That one's picked off by Meyercourt. Meyercourt pushing up the right side. Guarded by Gleiss. Stolen. Gleiss off to the races. She's got one to beat. She gets stopped. She turns it over. That one's going to be on Gleiss.
Lions foul number 3, Maddie Gleiss, her second team number 3.
That's her second team foul, number 3. 6:35 to go. St. Joe's Sports Commission Holiday Hoops Classics presented to you by United Fiber. Left corner, 3, gains, way short. Hill has it, pushing pace. Top of the key, Dawson has it, kicks, Gleiss, no, turns over, Meyercourt with another steal. That's her 5th of the day. Misses way off the mark. Gleiss has it, Gleiss stops, and she has timeout, Rockport. There's going to be a full timeout with 5:50 to go here in the 4th quarter. We'll be back after the timeout. In the 4th quarter. Rockport's led this one all the way. Largest lead of 16 today. Good find. Games. They're going to call a foul. That one's going to be on Gleiss.
Lions foul number 3, Maddie Gleiss.
That's her 3rd. Team foul number 4 already here in the 4th quarter, so we may be going to the line to shoot free throws. Meyercourt steps into the 3, misses. Good rebound there by Gaines. Now they're going to call a foul. That one's going to be on Wilcox. That'll be her 5th.
She had position. How was that from behind?
Lions foul number 15, Mallory Wilcox.
How was that push from behind?
Lions 4, Reagan Malta.
Nice job, Mal.
That is her 5th. She'll head to the bench for the day. She finished with no points. That one's off the mark. Still 37-10 here. 5:30 left in the 4th quarter. That one's going to be off Blue. That one's going to be off the foot of Wood. It's going to be St. Joe Christian basketball. Remember, Rockport boys, St. Joe Christian boys follow. St. Joe Christian and Rockport played one of the best games in the state of Missouri last year, 77-75 at the beginning of the season last year. Good push to Meyercourt. Meyercourt stops, finds, back, gains, got it to go. 39-10, Rockport leads. defense here from Meyerkorth.
Blue Jay foul number 23, Braylon Wood. Team foul number 3.
Into the game for Rockport, it's number 10, Carly Gabberts, and number 2, Landry Kelly. That's going to be another turnover for St. Joe Christian. Good fight down there.
Gorilla basketball. Peace. Take control, Stripes.
So after all that wallering on the ground, it's going to be Rockport basketball. There's going to be a foul. That one's going to go on Dawson.
Lions foul number 11.
Meyerkorth's going to go to the line to shoot 2, her second.
Line number 12, Ella Meyerkorth.
Gets that one to go. She's up to 7 on the day. She's up to 8. She looked most likely finished with 8. Heslia Meyerkorth comes into the game for her. That'll most likely be the end of the day for the senior guard. So she finishes above her season average. She finishes way below her season average. But still a good day. It was not the greatest day for Rockport offense. We're going to go back to the line. We got running clock here, though, up 30 with less than 4 minutes.
Blue Jay foul number 10, Carly Gebhardt. Second, team foul number 4.
Dawson misses the first. Into the game for Rockport, number 23, Braylon Wood. Number 4, Raylan Jenkins. And number 30, Jalen Jones. That one rebounded by number 4, who just came in the game, Raylan Jenkins for Rockport. Kelly has a left wing, thinks about it, doesn't take it though. Good job by Gleiss there though, just couldn't get it. Rockport gets it back. Wood, good pass there to the middle. That one misses way short, rebounded Hill. 2:50 left here in the fourth quarter. Good pass there. Good find. That one just won't fall. The story of the day. It's going to be St. Joe Christian basketball. That is just the story of the day for St. Joe Christian. Just 10 points on the night. Attack there, fumbles, loses it. That's number 10, Addie Dawson. Good push there by the Meyerkorth.
For the Blue Jays, number 24, Claire Miller. Number 25, Lexi Stanton.
Now into the game for Rockport, number 25, Lexi Stanton, and number 24, Claire Miller. Shots blocked. Gleiss adds another block to the day. That's her third on the day. Gleiss attacks baseline. Almost has the dump. Minute 20 left here in the fourth quarter. We got a minute left here in the fourth quarter. That's another turnover, though, by Landry Kelly. That's her third on the day. Good find there down the middle. That one just won't go in either. Saved. Got it. Rockport's got it. 40 seconds to go. This will most likely end it. They may just dribble out the rest of the clock. That one's stolen by Gleiss.
Lions foul number 11, Patty Dawson, her third.
Going to the line to shoot twos, number 25, Lexi Stanton. That one will not go in. That'll do it. Final score, 42, St. Joe Christian 10. Rockport comes in here, handles business. Next up for them, they got Gallatin on the 22nd. That one's at home. They have Green City at home. That's on the 23rd. And then they have Union Star at home on the 2nd after the new year. So some good games coming up for them. They move to 6-1 on the season. Still their only loss come to mid-block. St. Joe Christian, they moved to 5-4 on the season. They have Hoops for Hope coming up. They have Pattonsburg coming up. And then they have 5-2 Albany. So they're on the road a couple times. They're on the road 3 straight games. Up next for you, St. Joe Christian boys versus Rockport boys. We'll be back. Thank you.